Hi guys, I'm Ashley and today I'm going to be talking about my 2017 reading goals. I again realized that this is another overly due video. I probably should have done this either in December or earlier this month, and so I'm about a month behind, but better late than never. I would rather have myself held accountable on this video than to not have made it at all. So I'm going to be talking about my bookish or reading goals for the year of 2017 in this video. My first reading goal is actually kind of strange, but it's to read less. Last year I ended up reading 108 books, which is yay! I'm really happy I did that. I had a really good time reading all those books and it was fantastic, and I felt at my absolute best bookish self because I was reading so much, but the downside of that is a lot of other aspects of my life got kind of neglected. I didn't see people as much as usual. I didn't see my friends or my family, and I'm trying to focus on losing weight and becoming healthier, and also becoming emotionally and mentally healthier. And while reading is a great pastime for me that really helps me feel emotionally stable and everything, I do need to focus on my physical self because I just feel very unhealthy. So I've joined a Fit Girl, which is a community on Instagram and online, and it involves meal planning and exercise planning and holding yourself accountable on Instagram. And so my Instagram account now is going to be both book related and Fit Girl related. So my goal this year is to read less so that I can focus more on being healthier, being happier, and seeing friends more often. Honestly, like I said, I didn't see anybody last year, so I miss everybody. So that's why one of my goals is to read less. My next bookish goal is to only buy new releases. So I'm only going to buy books that are either brand new releases or the next book in a series that's a new release. So for example, this month the only books that I have bought are By Your Side by Cassie West, which was a new release, Mafiosa by Catherine Doyle, which was just released earlier this month and is the third and final book in the Blood for Blood series, and the 11th Charlie Davidson book by Dorinda Jones, which again is a new release that's part of the series that I'm currently reading. So those are the only books that I'm buying this year. I'm not buying any books that are on my wish list that are not new releases. I'm not going to just go to bookstores and just randomly shop for books. I'll still accept books as presents because I know a lot of my friends and family buy me books for my birthday and Christmas and stuff, so I'll still accept those, but the only books I'm buying for myself are going to be new releases this year. I also have a reading goal to read more rape culture books, and both nonfiction and fiction. I want to at least read 12, so that's one a month. And the reason for that, the biggest reason for that honestly, is because I am going to be applying for grad school in the next coming months, and my thesis and focus is going to be on rape culture and rape in books, both in fiction and nonfiction books. Probably more geared towards fictional books, just because I've talked about this in previous videos, but I feel like it's really important to talk about it in fiction because a lot of more people read fiction than nonfiction in my experience, and so we can get the word out more if it's in fictional books, so that's why that's kind of my focus. But I want to read more about that to have as comprehensive of knowledge about the topic as possible. So like I said, I want to at least read 12 books about rape culture, be it fiction or nonfiction, and I think I can do that, being that it's only one book a month. That seems pretty doable. My next reading goal is to review at least every other book. So that's a full review of at least 2 paragraphs or something where it's says something about how I felt about it, if I recommended it, and what I liked or didn't like about it. I want to do that for at least every other book. I love reviewing them, both on videos and on my Goodreads, typed out, and I don't know why I do it more often. I want to at least do it for every other book just so that I can really get all of my thoughts out about it and kind of be able to fully recommend it to people and explain myself to people. So yeah, I want to at least do a full review for every other book, be it on YouTube or on Goodreads. My 5th goal is to read at least 1 book a month from my TBR jar. So I have this TBR jar that my friend Fiona made for me. It has all of the books in my TBR on these little origami stars. The titles and the author is written on each of these stars. And so I have a goal to pull at least one from this jar every month to try and get it down. There's about 60 titles in here right now, and I know I have more that I need to put in here, so the grand total is probably closer to about 95 that should go on here, and that's too many. So I need to get this down by at least reading one book from this jar a month. And I'm hoping that if I say that on this video, I'll actually do it and hold myself accountable. So I'll let you guys know at the end of the year how I progressed with doing this in like a December 2017 video when I do a wrap up on my reading goals. My next bookish goal is to do monthly wrap ups on this channel. So at the end of every month I want to do a monthly wrap up. I'm not very consistent with those, and they are great for quickly and still at the same time fully explaining what I read and if I liked what I read, and it would help me to make more videos, honestly, if I consistently did monthly wrap-ups. So I'm already behind. I have, I think, a review, or a wrap-up rather, from October, and I'm pretty sure that was the last time I did one, so I'm already behind by like 3 months. So I'm going to be better in 2017, and I'm going to do one every month. Fingers crossed. My next reading goal, which I kind of talked about in my previous video, my top 10 to be read books of 2017, which I will leave a link to somewhere around here, is to finish the All Souls trilogy and the Vampire Academy series. I have only read number 1 from All Souls, and I'm in the middle of number 5 from Vampire Academy. So that's 3.5 books basically. Super doable, and the reason I'm talking about these two series specifically is because they are my best friend's favorite series. I've said this before, I haven't read them yet. I'm so sorry, Elizabeth, I will get to it. And it's on like multiple videos for me to read these series, so accountability is everything. These are highest series priority for me for 2017. If I don't finish these this year, like, shame on me. And my 8th and final reading goal for 2017 is to read 4 nonfiction books. These are not the same as the rape culture books. So I want to read 4 nonfiction books that aren't about rape culture, and this is just to kind of expand my reading experience and to read some sort of different stuff. I don't want to be in a reading rut and keep feeling like I'm reading the same thing over and over again. I really want to have a vibrant and different reading experience this year. So I'm going to try and read 4 nonfiction books, be it history, biography, science, environmental, anything really. I have a bunch. I have like 2.5 shelves worth of nonfiction that I haven't read, so it's there, it just needs to be read basically. And that's it. Those are my bookish reading resolutions for 2017. Let me know what one of your top reading resolutions for 2017 are, and I will see you guys soon in my next video, and have a great day. Happy reading!